What is up YouTube? My name is, as always, MrEznorbRS, and I welcome you all back to another video on my channel. Today we have another episode of my BRONZEMAN series. And in the last episode we unlocked maybe the coolest cape in all of RuneScape 3, the Untrimmed Slayer cape, which is really cool. If you haven't seen it, then go and look it up. And now I can only say, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Write a comment with some critics, and maybe consider subscribing if you're new to the channel. And now enjoy. Okay, so I decided that I will go on and sell all my loot that I have accumulated over the past day, which is like the Carol's top and stuff. I think it's about 5 mil or something. And then I will spend that money on supplies for rituals, so we can get our necromancy level up to level 70 or even 80. After selling all the loot, we actually have 7 million GP, which is more than I thought, but it's mainly because the Carol's top did not sell for 2 million, but actually for 3.5 million almost, which is really nice. And we had some springs for a spring cleaner that I could sell, and also the Wizwax, you know, so pretty nice. It's Sunday, the 29th of December, so we again have a nice list entries that we can collect, or the nice list entries that we can maybe collect for a black party hat. I don't think that I will get one because it's pretty unlikely, you know, but I mean, there is always a little chance, but not this time unfortunately. But we also have some Christmas wrapping papers that we can use on here, and we get actually a green one. Okay, let's just straight up open it. What do we get here? Oh, we again get a ability scroll, a Azure Dragonbath cosmetic ability scroll that is unfortunately untradeable because it would be, what would it be worth? Boy, it would have been worth 170 million. Unfortunately, I can't trade it, but I mean, it's okay. We got a lot of presents, so this will be a lot of XP. I just have to think about in which skill I want to get this XP now. And thanks to the Christmas promotion that is still active this week, we can also achieve level 40 in Archaeology, which is really nice. So we now have all the requirements for Daughter of Chaos quest, and this was something of the next things I will do. Maybe we get level 60 armor and necromancy first, which would also be really interesting. Let's see. And with that, I not only reached over level 70 in necromancy, but I also have gathered all the materials that I need to upgrade my armor to level 70 in necromancy. So we have 19 ensouled cloths, we have 15 ensouled threads, and we have 14 ensouled bars. So now I can go on and take on the quest for level 70 tank armor, and then I can actually make it. I also decided that I will make the tank armor because after a research in the internet I found out that tank armor actually is maybe better for solo bossing content. And since the power armor is a really annoying grind with all those plates of Hermod and stuff, I decided that I just will make the tank armor and then go on and take on Raziel later for the 95 power armor. But now we will make the tank armor. Let's go. Also, a really positive side note of not being an Iron Man and actually being a Bronze Man is that I can have access to the assistant system. Yeah, I think it's called that, and I can make the tier 60 and also the tier 70 weapons and armor without having the levels for it. I actually have the crafting level, but I don't have the smithing level, as you can see right here. But thanks to the assistant system and a friend of mine, I have still the option to make them, but I need some more runes. Well, I think this is an absolute cheat code, but this week is bossing week in RuneScape, so you can choose your own Reaper task, and you have these cauldrons which give you the Elder Overload and stuff, which is really cool. But since I could choose my Reaper task, I decided that I want a Reaper task of Arc Glacier, because the other ones like Barrows and stuff, they give me like 7 Reaper points or something, and for a Arc Glacier Reaper task I get 37 Reaper points, and I just did 5 kills in normal mode, so without any mechanics and stuff. It was really easy, and I got 37 Reaper points, It's absolutely insane. I now have over 300 Reaper points, which is even more insane, because this means I can go and buy a unfinished Hydrix, and with the unfinished Hydrix, well, I can sell this one in a Grand Exchange. It's worth about, like, I think 60 mil or something. So we will go on and do this. Then we have definitely more than enough money for every resource that we need in the future, and we have a whole week where we can just easily get every day 37 Reaper points. This is absolutely insane. It's my favorite AFK activity at the moment. I already told you guys that, and I also got the fletching pet from creating snowballs in a pile of snow, which is actually insane. So I got the fletching pet. Really cool. And with that, the Daughter of Chaos quest is also done. And this is actually absolutely insane, because we get 2 big XP lamps, which is nice. It's a nice to have thingy. But we also get the dive ability. I'm not sure in which combat book it is located in. Give me a second. Oh god, never mind. I completely ended this one. I can actually not use the dive ability yet, because we have to do the next quest, some mini quests, and then the next quest before we can use it. But we already got this cube here, which gives us some benefits, and now we have to do the mini quests and then the succession quest, and after the succession quest we can use the dive ability, so we have another goal to go for. Okay, I already did it, as I saw. I made this challenge where you have to kill 144 demons in the wilderness, so now I can actually go and I can turn this in as you wish, as you want, and I can finish the mini quest. And just like that, the mini quest is done. And I think it's pretty funny, because on my main account, when I did this back in the days, I just had to talk to her, and I already had this thingy done with killing 144 demons in the wilderness. This time I actually had to kill 144 demons, but yeah, it's done, and we can go for the next one. Okay, this kill of the Archaeology actually is really nice. We not only get a level in Necromancy, I didn't know that, but it's nice to have, I guess. But now we have 200 kills of bosses, and we can unlock in the store here the altar. And this is really nice, because now I can pray right here and restore my prayer, and this is such a big quality of life update. Oh my god, I'm so happy. And Civil War Part 2 is also done. Civil War 3 is also done. Now I have to get up my mining a little bit and my smithing, and after that we can go for the succession quest, and then we really get the dive ability. So I reached level 60 in mining, which means that we have now the requirement for the succession quest. Now I need 60 in smithing as well, and I think that this will not take that long, because since we are not playing Iron Man and this is a Bronze Man, I can just buy all the bars and then just smith a little bit. So the Christmas event is over now, or almost over. I still have 163,000 Christmas wrapping paper that I can exchange on this account, which will be so much XP, and this is exactly what we do right now. So we go there, we get 23 purple ones, and with the last 60,000 we get again 35 purple ones. So unfortunately there is no golden one, there is no green one, but we get a lot of packages, and in these packages there's a lot of XP. I really cannot think that this Christmas event maybe was too overpowered, because with these XP lamps I reached level 80 in divination, and I never really trained divination. I just landed with all the packages that I got throughout this promotion, as we already land for our untrimmed Slayer Cave. So I think it was really fun, but with all this treasure hunter stuff and with the packages that give you so much XP, I mean, look at all this, and I can just put it in Necromancy and we get 182,000 bonus XP, and then I can open these up and we have so many XP lamps. I think it was maybe a little bit overtuned, but hey, we'll take it. So basically what I need to do now is definitely get level 60 in smithing so we can do the succession quests, but we also need to get level 80 in smithing for invention. And I think since we already have 80 divination thanks to the lamps, and we already have 80 in crafting because I already did that grind, it's now time to get to 80 smithing. But first we get 60, then do the succession quest, and then we get 80 and unlock invention as early as possible. Okay, I was a little bit too slow, but I just reached level 60 in smithing, so the first goal is reached and we now have all the requirements for the succession quest. I will smith now a little bit longer, a little bit AFK here, but after that I will go and do that quest. So after all the shenanigans, I finally have completed the succession quest, which means that I can finally now use the dive ability. For everyone that does not know what the dive ability does, and I think I have the wrong abilities right here. I'm actually not sure yet. This one is the real one. So what the dive ability does is essentially it's like a better search. So I mean, you guys probably all know what search is. You know, it's that ability where you just press the button or press the ability and you charge forward. And with the dive ability you can do almost the same, but you can control it. So as you can see, I press my keyboard and then I get this little thingy, and now I can choose where I should dive at. I can choose just a little bit down here, or I can also choose to search like or dive like far away. And this is absolutely incredible, not only for movement when you're going around Gielinor and you're having some fun or something, but it's also absolutely essential when you're, for example, in a boss encounter, let's say in the Sanctum of Rebirth, then you need to have this control that you can say where you want to go, and with that ability you can now do that almost every time. Lol. Oh, and what's also really great is I got some two pretty huge XP lamps, I guess, and I think I will just throw them into necromancy, because why not? It's like 110k XP and we can definitely use that. But more important for me is that I now have access to the cube here that we got from the Daughters of Chaos quest, and now I can not only access every buff that it gives, but I can also access to do it or add it to my tool belt. Then I don't have to have this one in my interface. And what is really great about that is that I now can have the adrenaline stored over time. So when I, for example, here build up some adrenaline and then I get out of combat at any point of my bossing encounters or something, I will not lose any adrenaline only if I activate an ability or something. So I can now charge up to 100 adrenaline, and then I walk around Gielinor and always have 100 adrenaline. And this is actually really convenient. So I noticed that I have a lot of protein bars and protein items in my bank. So I decided that I use some of the protein items, even it's not a DXP. I also have these unstable protein items which are not affected by double XP. So yeah, I used them and we reached level 80 in smithing. This actually took a while, but it was really AFK, so it was really free. And this means that we actually unlocked invention for this account. And this is a huge milestone.